How's it going, everybody? Free your mind here. Australia is under a weird authoritarian communist Nazi regime where they're taking people's information, passing laws that say you have to download an app and take a picture of your face to prove where you are at. You think I'm lying? Well, I'll get to that. South Australia residents now forced to download quarantine app that randomly requires picture proving they are at home. I think every South Australian should feel pretty proud that we are the national pilot for home-based quarantine app, Premier Stephen Marshall. And this is what's part of the article. It's the highlight of it. Intrastate travel within Australia is also severely restricted, and the government of South Australia, one of the country's 6 states, developed and is now testing an app as Aurelian as any in the free world to enforce its quarantine rules. They locked down the entire country after 1 death, to put that in perspective. People in South Australia will be forced, not asked to, forced, to download an app that combines facial recognition and geolocation. The state will text them at random times, and thereafter they will have 15 minutes to take a picture of their face in the location where they are supposed to be. Should they fail, the local police department will be sent to follow up in person. We don't tell them how often or when, on a random basis, they have to reply within 15 minutes, Stephen Marshall explained. I think every South Australian should feel pretty proud that we are the national pilot for home-based quarantine app. And I'm going to go on a limb and say you will get 6 months in jail, just like that guy that was on a viral video in the elevator that was, coughing and sneezing, but actually went to his assigned quarantine place. They put that man in jail for about 6 to 8 months. They also are building quarantine camps for the sick that are expected to be finished next year in 2022. Do you know what the Nazis did? They went after the sick people first. Yeah, I'm telling you, these authoritarian people are in charge in Australia, and it's absolutely insane. Australia powers to spy on cybercrime suspects given green light. Coalition bill to create powerful new warrants allowing authorities to modify and delete data and even take out over accounts passes Senate. A government bill to create new police power to spy on criminal suspects online, distribute their data, and take over the accounts has been passed with the support of Labor. The Identity and Distribute bill passed the Senate on Wednesday despite concerns about the low bar of who can authorize a warrant and that the government failed to implement all the safeguards recommended by the Bipartisan Joint Committee on Intelligence and Security. The bill creates 3 new types of warrants to enable the AFP, an Australian Criminal Intelligence Commission, to modify and delete data, take over accounts, and spy on Australians and networks suspected of committing crimes. Yeah, the government can do this, and they can say who committed a crime. Oh, they are suspected of a crime. We don't like them, so we're going to put some incriminating data in their phone. We're going to put child porn in their phone and make them a pedophile and throw them in jail. We're going to say they had COVID and throw them in jail. We're going to say they are sick, and we're going to put them in the camp. You see where this goes. It's insane. A woman in Australia is arrested for incitement after being followed from her home by the police.
I've just been pulled over by the cops, probably because I'm outside of my 5Ks, but we'll see what happens. So I just thought I'd put the live stream on just in case. I don't know why I just took my seatbelt off. That was stupid.
Hello Monica,
Hi.
how are you doing?
Good, you?
We're just from the Springvale Police Station.
Sure.
At the moment, we need to have a chat to you about a matter of insolvency, so I need to place you under arrest for that, okay?
Pardon?
At the moment, you're under arrest for incitement.
Have you guys been following me?
You do not have to say I do anything, but anything you say to you may record and give evidence. Do you understand that? Do you understand that, Monica?
No comment.
Okay.
Please share this video as much as possible. Monica Smith has
Can you
just been
shut the
arrested
car?
for
Can you shut the car
incitement.
off for me, please? On the phone, we're seizing that.
These are the brown shirts. These police officers that enforce these rules. These are the brown shirts. They're the people that are like, I was just following the rules. That's exactly what the brown shirts did in Nazi Germany. They were just regular people who followed the rules. And you get that great cartoon or that great skit where the guy was dressed as a Nazi. He's like, Hans, are we the baddies? When in reference to understanding what they were doing. And that's a good point. Maybe these police officers, and I'm not anti-police in any way, but I am not for these authoritarian bootlickers who are dressed up as police officers using the might of the law in the most egregious way type of supporter. Yeah. And more insanity, the Queensland government is refusing to give an exemption to allow a 3-year-old boy back into the state after he got stranded in lockdown NSW without his parents while on a holiday with his grandparents. Needs his mom. Queensland boy 3 trapped behind borders. Absolutely insane. And this is why you do not give up your guns. Australia gave up their guns not too long ago, and this is what happens. I guarantee the elites in the United States want to do exactly what Australia is doing right now. Destroy anybody who goes against the message. Throw everybody who defies the establishment and the government in jail. If you don't believe me, they did it with January 6 people. January 6 people are still in jail. They didn't get charged with anything. They're being held. Their constitutional right is being violated. A right to a fair and speedy trial is being violated by a lot of people who were just, would be charged with trespassing, as a couple of them have been charged with trespassing. Constitutional rights are being violated by our government in many, many ways. Do not let them take your guns. Do not let it happen, or we're going to get exactly what's happening in Australia. It's going to happen. America's the last safe haven in the world that, has guns and has these rights, has the Constitution and all this other stuff. But if we get rid of guns, it's going to spiral and spiral until it gets out of control. But that's going to be a video, guys. Let me know in the comment section below what you think, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.